I'm Mark Crivelli with GutterUniversity.com, and in this lesson I'm going to show you how to cut and install a downspout. First thing to note is there's two different kinds of elbows. There's a standard elbow and a B elbow. This one's an A, this is a B. And you can tell the difference. An A comes straight off the wall like that, and a B turns this way. And a B can be used up top to come onto this side of the wall, whereas an A comes directly onto the face. So the first thing to do here is to install one elbow onto the top, onto the cup. Screw it in with a 1/4 zip screw, paint it, and then we measure this header. This elbow, this section of downspout, and this elbow is referred to as the header. So measure 2 inches inside this one and 2 inches onto this one. 20 inches. So we take our stick of downspout. This is a 10-foot stick. You can get these in 8s or 10s. We'll measure 20 inches here. There's a couple different ways we can cut this. The hacksaw or a chop saw. My favorite method is just with a pair of Midwest double cuts like this that you can use for cutting downspout or HVAC purposes. You just push it through and just start cutting. It cuts a section out. When you get to the other side though, you're going to want to cut through this seam on the back with your snip, because you'll ruin your double cuts if you cut through that too often. Then we just crimp this side, all 4 corners. I sometimes do one here and here just to make it easier. And then we insert this side into this elbow. Now we can attach it to this elbow. Although it's obvious, but you need to be sure that each that you're inserting as you go down. So this elbow is inside this piece is inside this elbow will be inside that piece, so that you don't get reverse laps and it's leaking everywhere. So next I measure this. And I'll measure 75 inches to the top when it's connected to this. And then I'll subtract 1 foot, which gives me 63. So I'll come back to this piece. Go ahead and cut this. And since I put the B elbow on the bottom, I'll make sure that that's going the right direction. Insert that over the spout. Okay, so now we need to put some straps on the wall. There's a couple ways to do this. I prefer to use a ram set like this. If you do a lot of guttering, put up a lot of downspouts, it's worth getting one of these, and it just fires basically a blank 22 shell. Fires one of these nails into the wall. But you can drill and put in a pin bolt or put in a concrete nail with a hammer. But these are very quick and easy. Just spot where I want that. Make sure you shoot these into the mortar and not into the brick, or you'll shatter the brick. Down on the bottom. this elbow into this piece. Make sure everything looks straight. You can wrap these straps around, or you can cut them off here at the edge. I like to wrap them around, it's a little stronger. We just put one screw through the straps. Make sure it's straight. You can buy downspout straps pre-made, or you can just cut your own. If you buy a little bit of extra gutter coil, you can just cut your own 1 inch thick, much cheaper. Then we just put 2 on either side of this elbow. And 2 right here. If everything is tight here, you don't need to put screws in here or here. It's not going anywhere. And then we just touch everything up. All the screws. Finished downspout.